Hello, and welcome to Tuesday Morning 2. I've got my friend Michael here with us today. We're back in the sound booth because this is where Michael usually sits, and he's a awesome help running the slides and the buttons.
Thank you.
So this past Sunday, as we're jumping back into our series in Galatians, what is something that popped out at you from this Sunday?
So you mentioned we were in Galatians 5, and near the end of the chapter, Paul is talking about the acts of the flesh versus the fruit of the Spirit. Mm-hmm. And at one point, you were going over the list of the acts of the flesh. And one of them was sorcery. That kind of stood out to Justin. And that stood out to me as well. It's not a common word you hear in our everyday language. Right. When you do, you usually think of pointy hats and magic and all that. But you also gave the etymology of the word, the history. And it basically is related to pharmaceuticals or pharmacy of some sort.
Right.
And I thought that was very interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting how how it's related to today and how we can see drugs as such a problem. And normally we don't preach a lot about don't do drugs. I mean, that's kind of a standard after school special kind of thing. You can really see in the list of all the things that is a work of the flesh. It's something that we do within our bodies that's not honoring to God. That makes the list, and I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, it is very interesting. Very interesting indeed. And I got to thinking about that, and I thought, well, what do some of these other words possibly mean? You know?
Yeah, it's I like kind of to be a word nerd.
Yeah.
And understand some things. But another thing, man, about you that I just appreciate you and how Michael is a help. I was reading in Psalm 150, and it lists all the different things that we're supposed to praise him with the strings and praise him with the flute. And Michael sits back here as part of our tech team and praises him with sliders and buttons and all that. So I just appreciate you and what you do and how you serve. And I want to encourage you to praise him today. Whatever you do, whatever you're gifted with, whatever ability that you have, just praise him with the things that you do today. I hope you have an awesome week.